is here. The champ 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 is here.
This year's 2024 WWE Money in the Bank. Freckle Sensei said, and I quote multiple times, I'm not going to be here. I'm not going to be here. But he got his Naruto rap on. So he's in. I think executive consultant is out. So before I let him tag on out of here, I got to get his takes just real quick, just real fast before I bring Freckle on. And also, y'all welcome back to the program, Mr. Coach Phil, my guy, and now your guy as well, Fire and Ice Podcast. What's going on, gentlemen? How y'all doing today?
Chilling, man. I'm good. I'm all good.
I'm all good. You know, that's how we talk, in the way we talk, in the way we walk. But executive consultant, not really take your take. I'm gonna let you have the floor. Need your real quick takes. You gotta go lay your head down because you know you old and shit and gotta get a rest. Your thoughts of this Damian Priest debacle that you've been spewing this nonsense for almost 12 hours now.
So I'm gonna say F you, because as long as you know me, it's very few times you've ever heard me say I'm tired and I'm beat. I usually will just keep.
That's why I'm picking on you.
Yeah, but today I am tired as hell. But I'm gonna sum it up just like this. I'm just, and forgive me when we get this copyright, but we're going to get this copyright. I'm going to take this on the chin.
Which one? The one I just played?
Nah, this one.
Can you talk about the moment in the Damian Priest match? It looked like he didn't kick out.
And to me, it's a shame. That's all people will talk about. And that's all people will hit Damian Priest with, while he had a phenomenal performance tonight. I hate for it to be like, oh, yeah, you're that guy that didn't kick out the one time.
Was Triple H watching the same match I was watching? Because I don't think he was. This match was the worst match of the night. The worst match of the night. Damian Priest went out there and just showed one thing. Not that he can put on a phenomenal performance. He is not a world champion. I've been saying this for months. Why is he a world champion? He came out to no freaking reaction. Lyra Valkyria had a bigger reaction than he did.
Disagree.
That's not for you to disagree. Right?
So you're right.
I
this
disagree.
Is your segment.
This
is your part.
No, that's fine. I disagree with Triple H when he said he had a great performance. Now look, last month I did a review show with this man, and I said when Damian Priest got hooked all into his legs, into the ropes and stuff like that, I defended him. Not a Damian Priest fan as a champion. I think he's a good wrestler, but not as a world champion. I defended him. I say, mistakes happen, right? This man couldn't take a Claymore kick. He couldn't take the damn stomp. He couldn't kick out of a 3 even a little bit after. Like, maybe he mistimed it. I would be like, all right, fine, cool. But he just laid there. I'm like, bro, we have a new world heavyweight champion. Y'all can play Drew McIntyre's music all you want. That's not changing anything. So yes, Triple H, I am going to be that negative Nancy. I'm going to be that guy. I'm going to be that hater. Put the rain cloud on me. That was bullshit what I saw. Damian Priest should not still be world champion. Just so you can get your you can still do it with Seth Rollins as champion, but just so you can get your narrative over, you screw me like this. That was a clear 3. You lost to a Falcon Arrow. You lost, man. You lost. And you barely beat. And then the whole little narrative, he can't beat anybody by himself. He doesn't need the Judgment Day. No, you don't need a Judgment Day. You still need help to win every single time. Right? And I know Mike talked to me earlier about Roman. Yeah, Roman did it too. But Roman did with class. With some. Oh, I remember Coach. Coach didn't like Roman Reigns. Coach didn't want to acknowledge his tribal chief. I remember that, dude. Yeah, he did. Shame on you. Roman made it. Damian Priest, you screwed up.
Okay.
Horrible champion. And nobody wants to see him versus Gunther at SummerSlam. I might not even go to Cleveland.
Can I add something, man?
Puerto Ricans definitely do. want to see that. I'm not one of them people, however, but you just add. I don't want to get too far off track of the show.
Come on, I'll make it quick. Listen, I'll make it quick. Listen, in the words of Sheamus, man, stinker after stinker after stinker after stinker. Get this motherfucker off the title as quickly as possible. I understand botches, but that botch, you got to roll with that one, man. That's like you insulting our intelligence now. Like, come on, man.
No, it's wrestling. It's our wrestling.
It is, Mike. It is, Mike, and I get it. I love the quote unquote.
Talk. You know how I think. So go ahead,
bro. Come on, man. Just roll with the pen, bro.
Saying it's not that big of a deal. I've seen worse things in wrestling happen than that.
Anybody else, yeah, but this dude, nah. Get him the fuck out of here.
He didn't have a pop or heat, is what I'm saying. That's what I'm saying.
Get him out of here, man.
He had nothing. Damian is El Champion that doesn't deserve to be champion. I'm not going to put any respect on him. And
can you stop with my comments, please?
I don't know why you call me a Jew. I don't know why you call me a Jew, because I'm about to leave. That's why. Okay. You want Seth to win. We all want Seth to win because we want a credible champion. The ref did not botch it. The ref didn't botch shit. The ref's like, oh my God, what did I do?
You could put that belt on a paper bag, man. It'd be better.
It would still be a better champion.
Everybody's fault was involved in that match was at fault. And that's
look at this.
Leave it for right
now. Are you just trying to save Damian Priest? Because the facts are the facts.
No.
No one's agreeing with Mike here.
Facts are facts. Okay. I am not saying, well, as far as it being his fault, I'm saying everybody makes mistakes. And in the match like this, I said it before. Hold on. I said it like this before earlier, off-air recording. Seth Rollins knew that wasn't the 3. The referee knew that wasn't the 3. I don't know if Damian Priest had a mental fart in his head. It's not that big of a deal.
Let's call it that.
Wrestling fan. That's all I'm saying is that everybody.
Let's call it that. Let's call it that. Whatever you want to call it, it shouldn't happen there though. That's big. Like,
but my thing is, what are you supposed to do if the story?
He is a world champion, which means you have a higher responsibility. You saw that clip I showed you earlier. I showed Uncle Ben, right?
What are you supposed
to Uncle Ben, with great power comes great responsibility. This fucker is a world champion. He couldn't even kick out of 3.
Mister, I don't say a motherfucking word.
I usually don't curse, but I was so mad. I was so heated. I gotta say it.
If there's going to be cohesion, it should be on that. If everybody should be on the same page about one thing, it should be the finish. I mean, damn, like,
okay, that's where I'm going to stop.
A match is a long match, bro. I get it.
We got to get into the match later.
Okay, let's get into it.
I'm going to pause that for right now. Take a consultant. I appreciate you, brother. I know you're not feeling well. Get up out of here. Go get yourself some rest and get some ibuprofen or something. All right, welcome, everybody, to the Mike Knoxxx Show here on Unpop Review Entertainment. Make sure you like, follow, subscribe. It's just where the barbershop talk news radio at. The longest running black wrestling podcast in America. Don't believe me? Hashtag Google me. Listen, make sure you guys share this thing and hit the subscribe button and the notification button. Most importantly, so when we go live, not just the Mike Knoxxx Show, because I'm not for everybody. I'm a hard pill to swallow for certain people. No diddy. But your girl might like it. But we have Freckle Sensei, who has a different different things to say. We have a bunch of people here that say a bunch of different things. So please hit that subscribe button and
more volume here.
You can hear us. But I want to start this show off where I got to start off at, because y'all see how I'm dressed, right, Freckle? You see how I'm dressed, all right? I got wardrobe changes, my brother. Okay.
You see it. Because this man has as many shirts as many.
Last night you thought I was bullshitting when I told you, and Phil's my man's. He frozen. Oh, he back.
This man really had every.
I had to get the volume up.
I got all the Jonathan Horatio Rodriguez, Tom Brady, Cena shirts in the building today. Okay, so we're gonna start off right here, right there. Look at that. Listen, Ricochet. I put this picture up here for one reason only. If your ass don't sign, they coming after her, brother. They're coming after her backstage. Just so you know. Okay. But then we got hashtag thank you, Trish, hosting the program. Let's just all get a moment of silence for this white girl Sunday right now.
Double on Saturday.
Okay. All right. So she comes out. She says, "Hey, everybody. Jonathan Horatio." Look, right there, I was sad. I'm in the chat and I'm sad. The last time is now. John Cena farewell tour. The back of the show says, "You can't see me anymore." What the fuck? All right. I'm all emotional over here. All but shedding a tear I felt like shedding yesterday. Like I was close. I was on the because I realized something. I've been watching wrestling for 45 fucking years. Outside the exception of Ric Flair, most of these guys don't stay around as long as Jonathan, Horatio Rodriguez, Tom Brady, Cena has.
Absolutely not.
And for me, some things are like personal in a sense where for me it's like, for me it's like I had the benefit of when his album came out, his only album came out in Delaware. Yeah. My man, Waz Shabazz, and when we call Waz and I, was blessed to be there. Weeks before that, they had a thing in Philadelphia. Y'all seen me play the clip several times where I'm in the 619 cam and all that stuff. John Cena kind of put us on TV. Like, what y'all see today in wrestling with Cody Rhodes and those guys, right? That had already been done for me, for where I stand, where Cena saw us. He came over to us, and every wrestler at that time was coming over and giving us props because we were the first ones to actually pop out with all the belts online, hence the belt kings. And I always say, OG, I'm just a belt king. I know belt emperors, belt, gods. You're like nephew Corey, the cat's got 200 belts. You know what I'm saying? I got 4 kids, okay? I can't do that anymore. But I have a soft spot for Jonathan Horatio Rodriguez because he saw us. He remembered us. My man Why says, yo, you remember us? He shows him the shirt. We put him on a shirt from being on SmackDown. He goes, yo, I remember you brothers. Y'all want to be on TV? And I always say, right place, right time. White rapper, 2 black dudes that happen to be John Cena fans. Next you fast forward to the Great American Bash is being brought back. You go back to the SmackDown cover magazine that has Tori Wilson on the cover and your boy Truly and my man Waz Shabazz. There's 6 pictures of that moment. We're in 4 of those fucking pictures. So for me, John Cena to me can't do no wrong. And then when he does his right here, right now video he shows a clip of us again in that video. And so for me, John Cena has been different for me. And listen, I'm corny that way. All right. I just tell my kids how I refuse to watch, and not refuse. I can't get into Invincible. I know people love it. I can't get into The Boys. I know people love it. I can't get into Titans. I know people love it. I want to love it. I don't like my superheroes being bad guys. That's just me. I'm corny that way.
Yeah.
Right? That's just me. So when this man announces that he's about to retire, I couldn't help but swell up a little bit. It kind of touched me, and not that way. No Diddy. It just as a wrestling fan, I've always respected him, and I've always said when they're gone, you're gonna miss these people. You know what I mean? I gotta say this again because I gotta give props out to the First Date Delaware. I think you were there with that on that Sunday, Phil. We had the pay-per-view. We're at Buffalo Wild Wings on Route 40. And we started the whole John Cena sucks chants with the song John Cena sucks. Then it goes to Money in the Bank. Ironic, right? We had Money in the Bank last night in Philadelphia, where he takes on Mark Henry. And that's when the world first heard it as it got through that crowd as well with the John Cena sucks chants to the song. So I have a part, and I never forget my son saying, as I'm singing a song, Dad, can you stop saying that and cheer for Cena with me? I will never forget that. It's his first pay-per-view. And so I'm going to start with you, Coach Phil. Your takes on the career. Let me just say this too real fast. He's not fully retiring just yet. He's going to do a year tour. If you look at the press at the
victory lap, victory lap, man. Farewell tour.
That's why I call him Tom Brady Cena, right? Tom Brady took the lap. Vic earlier said, more like a Sting comparison. To me, I've seen it before Sting, but I get the comparison. But he's gonna have a whole year from January to December. He plans on being full time. How does fans feel about that? That was also the question. Go ahead, Coach Phil.
I like it, man. I like it. Instead of a sudden impromptu thing, man, you can get some things off the board. A few of those dream matches that you never got with previous guys. I like this. I like the idea of this whole farewell tour. I like the way Danielson did it. You give the higher ups a year to work you in, and also, man, it's a good. I don't want to call it a PR stunt, but I think it's a good way to send a Mount Rushmore guy out, man. I think it's a good way to send somebody like him out in terms of, what he meant to the company. And me and you always talk about this. You got faces, then you got baby faces, right?
Mm-hmm.
There's not very many baby faces, where guys that can't turn heel.
Yeah.
You can't turn heel. You know what I mean? Like you you don't turn John Cena heel. There's certain guys, you know what I mean? He's like, he exceeded the Hulk Hogan thing, you know. And when I thought he can't be more of a face than Hulk Hogan, you know what I mean? John Cena was that.
I'm sorry, who? I'm sorry, I don't know who that guy is. I tell you,
that's another discussion.
Sorry,
that's another discussion.
Yo, the hat blocking the face is diabolical.
But the funny thing is, even in light of a new report about something that happened, but that's a whole nother discussion. But hats off to John. What do you like to call him, John Horatio?
John Horatio Rodriguez, Tom Brady, Cena. That man is just
true icon, true legend, man. True legend, man. This is
the greatest of all time. He really might be the greatest.
I'm not gonna argue with that. And you know how I feel about Flair. I'm not even gonna argue about that because I just know whenever that music hit, man, it's seismic.
Good or bad. Good or bad.
When that music hits, it's seismic, bro. And I mean, nobody gets that, man. That music hits and he does that full Michael Johnson down the aisle. Ah, man, it gives you goosebumps, man. And to not be able to, and to know we're not gonna be able to see that again. It's kind of sad, but at least we getting a full year of watching, you know, to go out in style, man. I love it, man. Shout out to John, man. Shout out to Cena.
But like for me, Cena was during like my high school years. So
you a baby. I keep forgetting.
So definitely we was all walking around blasting the CD. Loving everything, wanted the spinner belt, but you know, parents said either we're gonna have this DirecTV cable or the belt. So
you chose the belt, right? You chose the belt.
Look, I was able to watch Raw every damn Monday.
You took the belt and went over your homie crib.
listen, sacrifice had to be made. But loved everything that Cena did. I will point out, because I think I said this in the chat too, the funniest thing to me about Cena's career was the fact that when he started beefing with The Rock and ended up doing the same thing that The Rock did when it came to the Hollywood
full circle moment.
I am glad that, you know, they made up on that. Like, they made up on that. It was squashed and everything. That shows that Cena really is humility, unlike some other people that was white babyface, but I can't remember the fucking name. But anyway, Cena is going to go down as the greatest white babyface of all time. He's going to go down as probably the greatest babyface of all time, to be honest. If you think about it, how long has he been a face? Like, even when he did the Dr. Throw with Thuganomics recently, it was all face stuff. It was never like a switch to the dark side, a tease of it or nothing. It was just, I'm for the kids. I got the what's it called? He's got the longest streak of Make-A-Wish.
The Make-A-Wish, everything is done.
Foundation breaking that record. Like, you just can't. But like, and just like you said, I'm not a fan of The Boys. So you can't pull, even though I watched some of it. So you can't pull like the dude that's a speedster that had to switch over to the other guy because it was a kid's dying wish. You can't pull that in real life. Like, that just doesn't happen. So it's ever for love for him, just on the fact that he decided to stay a true babyface and an inspiration to kids.
Absolutely. Too much boy slam here too, man. Jesus Christ.
I
watch it, but it's just like, man.
I have the spinner belt. Before they started numbering them, I was number 2. My man Wash Abbas was 1. We stepped into SmackDown that day after sleeping out night to get the tickets, waiting in line. Tax time, you do different things. It's tax time balling. You know how that is. At least back in that time. And I never get, you know, Coach Phil, you know Wise. He was like, man, listen, I'll sit in the car with you, but I'm not going, you know what I mean? I'm not going to be standing outside. So when he went, I
was never a fan of the spinner belt, but it fit him perfectly though. Like, it was like, it fit him perfect, man.
When it came out though, just to them see, they saw us with belts and then was like, hey, you two. And like, you know, if you've been in wrestling, you can't go nowhere. They hold you inside. They literally let me and my boy come over the rope because they knew they could sell us those belts. And again, at this time, it's when belts wasn't a cool thing to be buying all the time.
I remember you buying them. I was like, damn, this nigga is buying them. belts and shit. So
I was
I
bringing
work
work
one,
with
but
us and everything.
yeah, I was like, damn, this nigga is like really, really. Now at the time, I thought I was a wrestling fan, but I'm like, this nigga got belts and everything. I was like, what the fuck? I was some deep shit. I was
So
like,
that was so again to me, John Cena. Thank you. I'm here for it. Listen, I wasn't sure about Vegas next year because I'm, my wife. Now that I've taken the family to WrestleMania, she wants to bring everybody every year. I don't think Vegas is a place for kids. But let a woman do what a woman does best, and that's look up shit. She said, "Oh, Vegas is for kids too." I don't think so, but whatever. So I didn't really want to go. Last night solidified the fact, no matter what, I'm going to WrestleMania because I refuse to see one of my favorite of all time. God willing, I'm here enough. I will be in Vegas next year for WrestleMania because I just can't get back moments that he's given me personally as a wrestling fan. And I can't find a video right now. It's a little bit too long, but you guys, if you haven't seen it, please follow my social media. You guys, it's pretty much for the same. Ooh. The day the Belt Kings let the world know who we were. 619 Cam. There we go. Woo! Woo! True story about that picture. I'm the last one that's still fat, but I'm working on that shit every day right now. Just so you know.
day by day, bro. Brick by brick. Brick by brick.
We've seen Facebook story.
But
keep chipping away. Keep chipping away, bro.
You know what it is? Having my sons with me makes me actually go more because I feel like now I can't back out. I can back out for myself, but I can't back out for my sons. But let's go ahead and get into this pay-per-view. And it opened up with, however, the Money in the Bank men's. This is what got a lot of people also. Listen to the thing. And my man, Grandbody P, the second longest show here on Unpopular Review, or actually the best damn show radio networks in the UK, Hip Hop the Right Way, put a 5 out of 5 Charlotte Flair. People think I'm crazy when I say this. This is the second best pay-per-view to me of the entire year, no matter what promotion. I enjoyed it from top to bottom. I don't get why people were complaining and bitching. But again, I remember it's wrestling. You're going to complain and bitch. Here's my one thing I always tell people, wrestling fans. Most of my show is about wrestling fans. It starts with us, guys. You cannot not like a show because your guy didn't win.
Yeah,
you can't.
You can't.
Just because your guy doesn't win doesn't mean.
Like being mad at. It's like being mad at Ghost.
First of all, get from my backstage running my show. I run my comments. I run my comments there, sir. Thank you. If we're gonna start invading shows, trust me, I will invade every show you do. I'm not gonna do that. I got other things to myself. But let's start off. Man, they wanted to have a whiteout yesterday, but wrestling fans are too fickle. They didn't. Everybody, there's a lot of white shirts in there, though. About 75% of that crowd definitely had white shirts. That was your co-host, so watch it. What co-host? That was Freckle. Freckle, let me put my comments up. I see the numbers. I wait for them. I like to let them build. Okay? And I apologize. So watch it. See, but you're the one backstage. Shut up. Anyway, even green shirt guy had a white shirt.
Yeah, I noticed that.
he caught the memo. Like, that's crazy.
Yeah, so I thought that
he
was
understood
crazy.
the assignment.
And I gotta say this, damn Canada, you got upstaged by France. And what's wrong with you white people? No offense, white people, black people. This is the 21st century. Your asses can't dance in unison on beat to this.
Yeah, that was sad.
What the hell? That was so poor entrance for the man who deserves more. But this match, I thought, was really, really good. Right? And I said it earlier. I'm gonna say it again here. Ladder matches are like the NBA dunk contest. You've seen them so many times. How can you improve them? How can you get better? You kind of really can't. You kind of get over even seeing ladder matches because what else can you do with a ladder and a human? Well, tonight or last night, the men and especially the women, we're talking about that in a second, showed there are still things you can do if you trust your person to do them things to you. What a ladder match.
Yeah.
This right here, Chad Gable, the master. This was insane. And he just falls like that. Shades of Edge and the things they did back then. But right here, got everybody kind of got their panties in a bunch. Unless you're a woman and you wear thongs, then, just pull them out or take them off. Commando is actually better anyway if you're a woman. But they're like, he's just standing there. Oh, he's supposed to win. Well, he wasn't supposed to win. That guy was supposed to win. The guy to me, if you want to build a professional wrestler from the ground up by looks and everything else, CDM Hunk wins the men's Money in the Bank matchup. I'm gonna start with you, Coach Phil. You're the guest here. Your thoughts on that Money in the Bank?
I thought it was a good match, man. Very, very good. Like you said, it's not much you could do with a ladder match. You've seen them all. Just the creativity in these matches, and I thought there was some additional creativity that we saw. I liked it. I didn't mind that. I had a feeling that McIntyre was going to win, but they suspended the disbelief for a while for me, and that was big for me. So I was cool with it. I liked it. I'll probably watch it again if I get the chance to. It has some replay value because some of the things that happened in it. Lots of oohs and ahs. I was cool with it, man. I thought the match was very, not great, but it was very good. Nice kickoff to the show.
Freckle Sensei.
Yeah, I ain't even gonna lie. I thought the women's ladder match was going to pop it off. Because it seems like
we were all wrong with that. We did that pre-show,
right?
We were definitely wrong with that
because it seems like that's the formula they go with. But they threw us for this loop. I was money in the bank. I was in the bank. I wanted that so bad, but this match was absolutely stunning. I don't know why people was as mad about this match. One, I mean, you had everything. Drew threw the damn line like it was a javelin. Javelin spear the fuck. I've never seen somebody javelin spear.
That was fly though.
It was insane.
I don't remember seeing that shit.
you had Chad Gable just struggling for dear life lands. At first, I thought he broke it. I thought he chipped a tooth or broke a nose or something. The way this man has been going through abuse for the past 3 weeks. It's almost looking like Law and Order SVU on his ass. But this match was amazing. I loved everybody. Everybody had their significant moment. Even Andrade had moments, people.
Mm-hmm. Which is weird because he's only there because of Charlotte
Flair.
Here
we go. I don't know why he doesn't have a soundbite at this point.
He does. That's the funny part. He actually does.
I do.
Yes, he does. I'd rather do the soundbite. I'm glad he did it that way because we couldn't really hear him. We couldn't really hear him, so that was cool.
even Andrade had his take. Yeah.
My God, that was amazing. Andrade, literally, he's been booked way better. I don't give a damn. I hope he's
booked way better. Andre's been booked like shit.
He's been booked way better than he
ain't gonna do shit with it. It don't matter. He's not gonna do anything with it.
I thought it was gonna do a little something with him with the whole cousin day.
We're cool. When I'm telling lies.
I'm just saying she's gonna be back soon. But that's the reason why he's there. He's only there because of Charlotte. We know that. Absolutely. But the winner of the men's Money in the Bank, we'll talk about that again later. We're gonna go in.
I was cool with that though. Was everybody cool with that finish though? Was everybody cool with the winner?
I was cool with the finish. I was cool with Jay. I wanted here's it is. I try to watch everything, especially wrestling, with kids' glasses on. Who I want to win, not always following the storyline and how it's gonna pan out. But when you're around both sides, you know how it is. You guys, it's like church. You got 1 foot in, 1 foot out. You know what I mean? And those people who got
I'm the opposite though, bro. I'm the opposite. I don't even care about who wins. I just as long as it's a good match, because the storyline can go a million different ways. I think the end result should just be a good match. Like I'm not going in hoping this guy wins, hoping this guy. I'm trying to watch it through the lens of a child, like you said. Like I have no clue. Like, oh my God, like I'm in suspense, and that's how I try to watch it.
I wanted Jay to win. I wanted Jay to win so he can get like a big payoff for him going solo.
But you're right.
Yeah. That's one of the ways. Yeah, that's one of the ways it could have went. You know what I mean? And that's what made it intriguing. That it could have went a multitude of different ways. I just knew who wasn't going to win that fucking match.
Melo.
And Andrade. You knew they wasn't winning that match. I could be 3 years old and know they wasn't gonna win that match. That wasn't gonna happen.
Right. That's the thing about those things my kids do, which makes me mad. When something happens on wrestling, they'd be like, "Oh yeah, like we knew she was gonna win." You know what I mean? Like stuff like that. Like, come on, where's the suspension at? But that's how I watch wrestling. I want to know. I want Jay to win because I thought they built him enough to win. But I know he's gonna have to go back to the bloodline. Right? We know that. We know Drew has something else going on, and we're gonna talk about that a little bit later as well, which lets us into this match again. A match with just the same premise to me. I'm a Sami Zayn mark, But I'm gonna say this. I wrote it down. I'm gonna say it. I wanted to make sure I put it on record. I was day one Roman. I always said I was day two Cody because of that man down there who, made me pay attention to him a little bit more. When y'all still wasn't checking for Cody Rhodes, I started checking for him after he mentioned it. I wasn't checking for Braun Breaker until the tail end of his NXT career. I just didn't get it was the colors. I don't know. Something with him wasn't working for me. But that last tail end that he had at that program he did with Melo won me over. And ever since then, I think he is the future of this company. I think he could be every bit of a Goldberg. He could be that he's that damn good. And
I'm gonna stick a pin in that, and I'm gonna tell you why I agree with you and why the ending of this match plays into that. Go ahead.
Makes more sense. No, go ahead. I think because it's always better to chase something to me. And you give it to him too fast. What does that do? And it doesn't do no harm for Sami.
Think about this. Win, lose, or draw, right? I don't think either one of them walked away worse than coming into the match. Absolutely. But I think if Bron wins and Sami loses, both are hurt. Because I think what happens is there's no depth to Bron Breakker at all at this point. He doesn't learn anything because there are people that still think that he kind of still sucks in the ring a bit. Yeah. Right?
But no, you just said something right there. Right here, that's learning because that was Sami's fault.
Sami
he didn't land the flip. If Breakker does not catch him, he's seriously hurt.
Yeah,
right.
Absolutely.
Here. And this is important because anybody who says Sami lame, I'm sorry. Sami Zayn is hands down one of the best in-ring competitors in the world. Not just in the fucking world.
Because Sami looks like a regular man in the land of the Giants or in the land of the perfects. You know what I mean? That's to me, that's always going to sell. That's always going to put asses in seats and sell merchandise.
You got to work on craftsmanship. You got to work on craftsmanship.
The regular guy.
You got to
the regular guy. Sami should have won.
Yeah.
Sami should have won this match, and I'm cool with Sami winning. I didn't mind. I don't look at Bron Breakker any different from losing this match. Not the Sami. Sami earned this. Sami earned this run, in my opinion.
I like that by Groot. Jay's payoff is his merch sales. He don't.
Hey man, listen.
I like that.
Listen. Merch sales. If you're moving merch, you move.
That's what you're winning. I still think Estella that Breakker wins the belt, but off of Sami. I think.
Breakker's
with that.
There was somebody that said if Bron Breakker don't take it off Sami, who takes it off? It's a lot of people that can take it off Sami. I just think it's too. I hate to say like things are too early or too late, but for Bron Breakker, I think that it is too early right now to take that belt off of Sami, considering you just had a historic run and the guy who took it is a guy like Sami. It's too early. Like right now, no, not the right time. It's not the right time. Bron Breakker can still grow from this immensely because you can still build him as that runaway freight train. I just want to see him get better in the ring, build that character a little more, and it's going to pay off for him in the long run.
100%. Freckles, your take on this match?
My take was this was a great match. It could have gone either way. Whoever won, I would have been happy about it because it's just like what Coach literally said not too long ago. As long as the match is just that phenomenal, I've already won as a fan, and this is what we got. Bron having the agility, this man's agility and speed. I have never seen somebody move this fucking
that shit
fast.
Different, man, like a video game.
Yes, you have. Yes, you have. Yes, you have. You've seen this. Brock Lesnar move this fast, and so did Roman Reigns.
Who?
Goldberg's was a slower push, and also. Ultimate Warrior's push was this fast. You have to go back.
I'm thinking you're talking about him literally in the ring.
Yeah, like in the ring.
His
okay, I apologize.
Nobody.
It's unmatched.
That man's not normal. That man's not.
Dude, this dude moves the ring when he goes off the rope. Like
literally, you saw the rope still moving while he's just intense. Like I've not seen it. I love that he's getting this type of push because it reminds you, like you've been saying, Mike, it reminds you of Brock and a combination of Goldberg, where it's like intense. But I'm also a wrestling technician, if y'all forget. So yes, I'm gonna knock you out and I'm gonna slam you into a coma. It's a win-win situation for him. Sky's the limit. I love this match. Sami shows you once again why he is the champion, how he was able to defeat Gunther And yeah, that somersault. I did get scared at first, but just like you said, great lesson, great teaching. I gave the match a B plus.
Shout out to Bron for the save, man.
Shout out to Bron for that save.
Shout out
for
for the save.
Definitely.
Matter of fact, shouts out to people that are young in this game, saving veterans, because we had him, Logan Paul, even though he messed it up, but he recovered himself from messing up and still was able to save. That's two veterans that would have been out in the past like 1.5 years.
Yeah.
So shouts out to both of them about that. But
Right.
Yeah,
Absolutely.
Very, very, very good save for sure. And I don't
Great
think
match,
said
though.
people
Great match.
Speak on that as much as they actually should speak on. And I actually was going in thinking maybe match of the night, but it turned out it wasn't match of the night for me. Yeah. But it was still very, very good. And I get to my match of the night later on the day. But let's talk about that match that got a lot of people pretty pissed. We talked about it beforehand. Executive consultant spoke on why
his ass will be gone when we talk about this match.
Why he hates Damian Priest and all that stuff. But you know what? It just annoys me sometimes when that stuff happens.
Breaking news. Those just in shots have been fired. What is the actual breaking in the news? Now back to the show for the intelligent wrestling fan. Mike Knoxxx, back to you.
Tell me when I'm telling lies.
My bad. Breaking news. Shots have been fired. Come at me if you dare. But we got the world champion, heavyweight champion, Seth Rollins. We saw him 2 weeks ago. We said, he's not healthy. The hell is he doing back? Fuck it. He's here. Let's get it. Then they set a gentleman's bet, right? You have some stipulations, right? They plant the seeds, if you will, and Damian Priest leaving the Judgment Day. They set those whole things, Seth Rollins in this match. And I'm a little more indifferent than how we were at the start of the program with the executive consultant's opinion of, I never wanted to like Damian Priest. Again, I always say this, and I'm going to say it again real fast. Back to that Ring of Honor show that Cody and the Young Bucks put on that I went to instead of being at the greatest takeover in New Orleans, because I had friends say, I've done takeovers. Let's go do this. Being elite is good. Well, we were all wrong. They were in there sleeping, and I was mad. Okay? While we missed New Orleans takeover, I went and seen this guy in a ladder match. And I said, I don't like tall guys doing things that little guys should do. That's just how I feel. It's yeah, I know you're laughing at me because Sean said it. It's different, but he does it all the time, right? So the entrance all rise. No one rises for Damian Priest, maybe except for Rusev's ex-wife. Okay. But overall, despite Seth's ability to not be as mobile as he could be and has been, I thought the match was pretty damn good. But we saw earlier in the night, the winner of the Money in the Bank, Drew McIntyre, comes and cashes in. And this is where all hell breaks loose and people get their thongs up their arses. I'm going to say that all day because you guys need to calm the fuck down. Okay. And he cashes in, but oh no. Oh, hold on. Told you I have road drape changes. CM Punk shows up, baby. We knew this. And then I said, in this moment, now I got to buy 3 t-shirts. Now I got to buy 3 new t-shirts. The DM Hunk, the Farewell John Cena, and for once, we got a CM Punk shirt from WWE that is not the same shirt. He has had the same shirt in WWE for 15 years. Okay.
That shirt works, though, man. That shirt is tough.
That shirt is tough.
Shirt is hard.
Beats Drew's ass with a chair. Winner of the match. And everybody know what happened. There's a pin before Drew comes out. 1, 2, 3. This idiot doesn't move his shoulder or do anything. The referee doesn't. I thought the referee counted 3 actually until I was told he stopped that close. My daughter said that was straight. She thought it was over as well. She didn't understand it. But even my children, who are 15, 16, oldest sons that couldn't watch it, understood was part of the storyline. But yeah, we got grown ass people bitching and complaining and bitching because he didn't roll the shoulder or kick it out. Okay. Guess what? I guarantee you 90% of the shit they do, that's wrong. I'm sorry. I should be a little more fair than that. 97% of the shit they do, you can't. So let's just hold off with the botch and shit like that. It's a story. Okay,
botched
it's a
it. He botched
story.
it.
We know the story had a plan. Yes, do you have alternate plans in case somebody gets hurt? Sometimes they don't. Stone Cold got power drive by Owen Hart. They didn't stop the match. They continued. Go ahead, Mr. Carter. Go ahead, Mr. Carter.
Listen, let's not. I don't want to call this a botch, okay? Because like you said, 97% of the shit they do, we can't do, right?
Oh.
This ain't one of them, fam. This is just knowledge to, hey, I'm supposed to kick out here. That's not a botch. That's you being a fucking idiot. Not only, listen, botch was what happened at the last pay-per-view, right?
Yes, but
Yeah.
Strangely enough, the same guy is associated with both things, right? So we got that coupled with the fact that now we know he's a fuck up, coupled with the fact that too, he's not very good as champion, bro. I'm sorry. I mean, everybody that, well, I don't want to say everybody deserves a shot. He got his shot, and he's, listen, you talk about, you make analogies to dunk contests, right? This is the equivalent of one of those shitty dunk contests where he's getting like 45s and shit. He's doing like windmill dunks, like it's terrible, man. It's terrible. And not to mention the fact that, is it me and maybe both of y'all can answer this? Was Seth supposed to come back this early?
I don't think Seth was supposed to come back at all.
I thought he was supposed to come back at SummerSlam.
Around SummerSlam, if that at all. And some people were mad about that, and and complained of whatever. But I don't care. You're here for the show. Your boss calls to come to work.
In closing, I didn't like this match because number one, it looked like Seth wasn't supposed to be back as early. Now, the casual fan might think about it and say, well, shit, they had to get Seth in there because this guy sucks. Seth couldn't even carry this match. And that says a lot. Then you got
you're saying you thought the match itself, outside the debacle of
not
kicking out,
was good, bro.
Give me 1 second.
I thought Seth did better than Damian.
Of course, it's Seth.
Better than Damian.
Of course, he's Seth. He's going to do better than
Damian.
But they had a
85% Seth.
But they had
against
a sequence
with the world champ.
And 85% Seth. Okay, let's think about this. We have Damian Priest. We've had Jack Swagger, baby, which I was a fan of. We've had Dolph Ziggler. We've had Kane as world champion. I can name a Bettany of superstars that should not have maybe been world champion unless the storyline. That's not
the question, bro. No. Don't do that. Don't do that. You're changing the narrative. The narrative is about Damian Priest as champion, not guys who shouldn't have been.
Okay, I'm going to get there. My thing is that
when speed up, get there.
Okay,
get there.
It's the fact that Seth Rollins in the ring is going to be better than 90% of the people who wrestles against, 95% of the people that he wrestles against. So it's about how you wrestle the match. They had a sequence where he does a curb stomp, or it was a DDT into the Falcon Arrow, into the Razor's Edge. Damian can go. Is Damian gonna be Seth Rollins in the ring? No, he's not. But the point is, can you be believable? And he was.
But what I expect is for at this point, with all the push that Damian Priest has been getting, that he would be better than what he is now. And he's not. He looks like a guy who they gave a chance to, and he's fumbling the bag. I'm sorry. That's just me. Okay match, bro. If at best for me, okay match. Then you add in all the other shit. The other shit overshadowed the match. Because to me, and we had this conversation before.
It could overshadow the match. CM Punk interfered in the match, and I'm going to take your words before you say it. They got the best rivalry in wrestling, and they haven't even had a match yet.
Listen. Anytime CM Punk and McIntyre's involved, I'm all in. I'm all in. Listen, anytime them two dudes is involved, though. So for me, that kind of saved the match. For me, it saved it.
It did,
because you got probably a rivalry that's gonna sell DVDs in another 20 years. That shit is cooking right now. I don't care what nobody say. That shit is cooking.
Go ahead, Freckle Sensei.
See, I've noticed that Trips does this thing now where as he sees one like feud storyline that we love for so long is starting to go to a downfall, he brings one up. So with Cody and Roman went down, we done got, damn it, CM Punk versus Drew. I love this match. I really understand why people was complaining so much. Yes, I understood about the messed
This shit
up
for three families, bro.
But here's my thing. What if, and I wanted this too. What if at that moment, that was when Damian was supposed to cash in, or like something happened with the music or whatever, or like something, because there was no way. I was like, there's no way. I was trying to give Damian the benefit of the doubt, because there's botching, and then there's just like, oh shit, I fucked up. Like, there's no way you just, oh shit, I fucked up in this type of moment. Not as a champion. Like, I expect that from like somebody else, but you already had a title before in the main roster, and now you got a bigger title. I get everybody is not liking Damian Priest's title reign. He was supposed to be a transitional champ.
He still is a transitional champion.
Exactly. Like he was not supposed
to be a long title run.
Right. He's not supposed to be no big play.
Yeah, this shit is like eating a glass smoothie, bro. Watching this dude as champ is like drinking a glass smoothie, man. It's terrible.
But the other reason why I love this match is because of the fact that you are looking at the reigning, new, defending UPR champion. I'm predicting shit because I predicted the shit right. I got every goddamn match except for one match right. Fuck you.
First of all, is that a commemorative title?
It is.
So get that shit off my screen. We do real belts around here, baby. Okay. Touche, pussycat. Okay.
Oh wow, he's look at Mr. Uppity here. Oh man,
we know you cannot show that belt on screen. You keep a commemorative title behind the scenes, but it's okay. You're new to the program, and it's okay. But from one king to a Padawan, let me just tell you, we don't rock the commemorative titles, brother. We don't rock the commemorative titles. But my man CM Punk looked good with that title. He will have it soon. But again, this man's in the middle of two different storylines without wrestling a single fucking match. Okay, you got Drew McIntyre.
But that's good. I think that's good writing, though, man. That's good writing. I think that's good writing. That's good writing.
That's good writing. That's just realist, right?
Think about it, though. Think about it. What's
organic? That's organically being great, right?
Our sidebar conversation in terms of top tier guys is, can you be relevant and interesting without a title?
Right.
Right now, Punk could very well be on the shelf, not doing nothing. But him, Drew Mac, they're relevant without titles. You don't always have to have a title to be a main event sort of guy. You just have to be relevant and interesting without that. That to me proves your worth. If you can do this without the title, you all right. Well, you all right in my book. These niggas ain't even messed with a match yet.
They haven't even had a match yet.
They haven't had a match yet, man.
You know what wrestling fans are, don't you?
And I want you to fire me, you fucking Mark!
That's my boy, man. Well, I don't MJF slander here, man. That's my guy.
No, I love MJF. That's why I play that clip. What you gonna say, Freckles?
But what I was gonna say is, this is one reason why I love CM Punk is because of the fact that this is the first time actually even seeing them actually really fight, like just physical, like getting physical in general. And the way he's been telling this narrative, this story, this like just him antagonizing. And I said it in the pre-show. I said this is a classic Tom and Jerry bullshit, but I love it because I love Tom and Jerry. So Jerry being CM Punk just.
That's the dumbest thing I've ever heard in my life. There's no wonder you get D's and everything.
I knew he was gonna say that. I knew he was gonna do that shit.
It was just Tom and Jerry. Come on, bro. Come on, bro.
Yo, this is beef, man. This is real beef right here, man, with them two.
We're watching Tom and Jerry, man.
It is.
This is on site.
One thing and one thing only. You know what it's about, don't you?
Boots and hoes. I gotta have me my boots and hoes.
That's all it's about. All right, let's move on, y'all, to the next match.
Moving on.
Me, hands down, the fucking match of the night. Yeah. And I have to give, if I want to stand up right now and give these girls hands down a standing ovation.
I'll give it to them.
They don't never, typically when you have battle royals and ladder matches, we hear Dice will always say, make sure you guys check out the SmackDown Penitentiary every Saturday between 12 and 1 o'clock whenever they get on time. But one of the hottest shows here on the network. But he always mentions You know, how they just stand around. You can watch them stand around, look and see what they can do, things like that. And in this match, they didn't do that. And when you got, I told you, me and my daughter, my youngest daughter, and my son was watching this, and we're just, oh my God, like, it's not many times watching a wrestling match, especially a WWE wrestling match, you go, oh shit, multiple times. You know what I'm saying? And again, she starts off because my daughter said, I took this picture there for my daughter. She said, she got to the Chelsea green. And she does it. She put in that outfit. Canada was definitely popping for her big. And I just thought, only thing about this match, if I have, because like, it's always got to be one negative, right? This is just me, just because that's
you nitpicking,
funny.
right? You nitpicking right now? Right? Okay.
I'm gonna nitpick just one thing. That's a small nitpick because I don't like Johnny come lately people. That's just my thing. I hate him when everybody didn't want to root for Rusev until Rusev Day. I'm always gonna mention that because that pissed me off. Where was you at when he was going against Cena in that tank, which one of the badass entrances in WrestleMania history?
That was.
But no one went to check for it. They didn't check for him until Rusev Day. Don't act like what she did last night in that ladder match was new material. All she did was rehash and go watch R-Truth from his ladder matches that he had, and that's what she imitated, and she did a great, phenomenal.
Who are we talking about here? Who are we talking about?
We're talking about Chelsea Green and the being afraid of heights kind of scenario, kind of thing, right? You know what I mean? So other than that, this match to me, from what they say, if executive consultant was here, from pillar to post, okay, had everything you could ask for in a ladder match, and I mean, just damn, Naomi. I mean, LeMay Young did her thing last night. Tony Stank did her thing last night. Guess what? She is now back to her real name, Tony Stark. No more Tony Stank. Okay, and I don't call her Tony Stank because I think she stinks. I call that if you watch Avengers. That's where I got it from. It's not disrespectful to me. To those who thought it was being disrespectful, it wasn't. It's just funny to say because my kids call ramen Reigns, Drew Mac and Cheese. My kids do Baldy Ashley. I got children, okay? So the shit that they do, okay? This thing right here with EO.
Some of those names get a stick now.
No, for real. Like, hold on, that.
But the funny thing is, that's how nicknames happen, man. You hear it, it's like, oh shit.
Damn, that sounds good.
But this, the bumps.
Oh boy!
Oh yeah,
I never want WWE fan bases and fanboys to say that these girls did not do their thing and they never do. I'm gonna start with you this time, Freckle. Your takes on this ladder match, my guy.
My takes was this ladder match proved why I always keep arguing with EC about this. Is the fact that this is why we always have ladder matches, because you're going to get something. Like, I get it. Yes, it gets oversaturated. We got TLC, we got this, and then random street fights. They want to bring out ladders. I get it. But this match showed you why ladder matches are still important. There was action going on from the very beginning to the end. It was so many spots that you can just pick one that was spot of the night. You had Naomi split. They could have been spot of the night. You had Chelsea Green going through two tables. They could have been spot of the night. You had Zoe Stark doing her thing. They could have had spots of the night. There was so many. It was so much action, so many fluidity. I was also happy about the person that won, because I said the only person out of this group that has a deep storyline that can go through multiple ways and can also risk a failed cash in is Tiffy Time. Because Tiffy Time winning the briefcase is one thing. Tiffy Time winning a title right now
is another one. Is another one. And I'm going to put on there from Estella. I say this all the time, and I don't know if she hears me ever say it. So I'm going to say that, but I know she's listening to the program. One of the reasons why I do check out the NXT show on Wednesdays, because on Tuesday, I'll come on, I'm asleep. Okay. When I wake up on Wednesdays, I check y'all out. It's because I like their approach to how they watch wrestling. They watch wrestling how my children watch wrestling. That's how they comment on it. They don't. So for her, I will always give her the benefit of the doubt in her opinion and what she says, because she's watching it from a fan perspective, which I think fans should do. Okay.
Exactly.
But as the leader of the Mella is Money Brigade, Chelsea Green's not Carmella. Carmella can actually wrestle in the ring, and that's the difference for me. That's it. Yes, Chelsea has everything else it takes. Now, well, let me rephrase that. When I say wrestle in the ring, good, because she's not the greatest competitor. I always say what Carmella can do, most men wish they could do, and that's tell the story, that's play her role. She's very good at everything, but the inside the ring could use some work. But Chelsea needs real good inside the ring work, in my opinion. Just my opinion, just my thoughts. So I didn't see Chelsea winning despite the home thing. I didn't think she should have won because of the home thing. I thought personally it should have went to Tiffany Stratton because she's what we've been watching since January of her rise. We know that right now Triple H is on an NXT kick, and they're trying to change the narrative of WWE. And by doing that, it's giving people who you see do things not always get left behind. We cannot have another Street Profits on our hands. We can't have another what's my man with the Saints people, whatever, from NXT, killing Cross. Get built and then get murdered and can never come back from it. I think Montez is for it. Street Profits are done, in my opinion, after Friday. They got zero pop from that audience. So let's just make sure we grind people right. Tiffany's being grinded right. I love it, but it should have been to Naomi out of respect for her coming back to this company.
Yeah.
Okay. After Sasha Banks and her departed the company, she came back. She paid her dues. It's been since January. She's been back, and we have yet to see her do anything significant with her comeback. I think she should have won it. I think she did not she was not the best performer last night. I think that hands down went to Io Sky for me. I thought Io
did her thing.
And this whole entire thing. But Coach Prime, on you. Coach Prime.
You funny as shit. I agree with that take, man. I can't argue with that. That's one way to look at it. It makes absolute sense. And like one of the commenters said, Tiffy didn't. Put it this way. I'm hardcore for Tiffany Stratton. I love some Tiffy time. But she didn't necessarily need it. It feels like the right thing to do at this time to give it to Tiffany Stratton, considering Io Sky just came off the title. I don't think Zoe Stark has the right persona right now for it. Chelsea could have felt right and given, and I feel like if she wins that briefcase, waiting 6 months to cash in while she works on her in-ring could work, but because she could sell having the briefcase for a long period of time because she's actually interesting outside of the ring. So it could work. But this match, this was one of them ones. I think there was like you said, there was a lot of oh shit moments, man. Lots of oh shit moments, and
they tore it down.
Yeah, they brought it. They delivered 100%. At this point, as I'm watching this, I said, well, this was worth the money I didn't pay to watch this. Period. Yeah. It was that good. The match was that fucking good. Shout out to the ladies, man. The match was that good.
I definitely agree with you.
I gotta have a drink to him. I gotta have a drink.
Yeah, listen. I have one right now. I'm gonna get a beer during the commercial break because I'm with you. Standing ovation for them because I'm being honest, they get a lot of flack. Battle royals, and you already know
that Eiffel Tower fall through the tables was I've watched that shit about 6 times on Twitter.
This is nuts, and the fact that Chelsea took this bump, I thought was also actually again they did things women in here normally don't do, right? Yeah. So they must have got tired. Just imagine, right? We're just fans, right? But imagine their world, their peers, right? They can talk to Britt Baker and those girls of AEW. I want there's some trash. I'll go back. We put on better matches than you guys do. We do better this than you guys do. Well, not last night. Last night proved to why I've said for years the female division in the WWE right now is better than the men's.
Yeah,
it's better than the men's. NXT women's division is better than the men's.
What did we talk about? What did we talk about 3 months ago, though? What did we talk about 3 months ago? We had an exchange where we said legitimately you could give them their own show.
Yeah, they need their own show. They need bring back gorgeous ladies of wrestling.
Listen, I'll watch it. I'd watch it only because the in-ring quality of wrestling has gone to a level unheard of right now. The level of players that they have right now and even though she's hurt, and think about it, WWE is one, but NXT has got like some fucking horses coming up. Oh my God. They got some straight dogs coming up. You can give them their own show. I'm gonna keep it a bean with you. And I'd watch it. I would watch it.
This is why they should have kept. They should have kept that pay-per-view Evolution. They should have kept that because
was that one and done?
That showed you that the women could hold their own.
It doesn't even have to be strictly a female pay-per-view. It can be a female-oriented or a female-centric pay-per-view. You can have a couple of male matches in there. Oh, that's another thing I wanted to ask you about, bro. And that's the short pay-per-view.
Mm-hmm. The 5 matches?
Yeah, the short pay-per-view. How are we feeling about that? Because that's something I'm like.
Compared to 14 matches by AEW, I'm not going to complain too much. But I do think it should be about 7 to 8 matches. I have to say that. 5 matches for 3 hours.
It's a little short.
Here's my thing, though. In fairness, I want more as a fan.
Okay.
But it's been playing perfectly fine. I get that it's only 5 matches, and we're not used to that. We're used to 8 matches from Vince McMahon, right? But it ain't like it drags.
No.
You know what I mean? And that's
so
what I think the
you cool with it? You cool with it? Both of y'all cool with the short pay-per-view instead of the long one?
So I would say I'm okay with it only because I've noticed where you see that there could have been a match in is when we get like little special moments, just like the John Cena retirement, or just like just other little small.
So more dialogue, more story building, more you can get more of that in instead of these lame. You get a super lame match that fucks the pay-per-view up.
You know what I'm saying? It'd been different if it's just dragged out matches going on for God knows long, flips galore.
Oh,
like basically an AEW Forbidden Door match. But no, I'm cool with the 5 matches. I got ADHD, so 5 matches is cool with me.
That's a perfect excuse for the short pay-per-view. Hey, look, I can't pay attention that long. Mine is narcolepsy, though. Mine is narcolepsy. I'm knocked the fuck out half the time. So
I definitely would pass out and go to sleep in a second.
Right.
I was late from work the other day, and I work from home. It was 5 minutes before my break was over. I closed my eyes and woke up 15 minutes later. The kids, why you let me sleep? Y'all know I had to be back at work. Like literally in seconds, I can go to sleep now. It's like a superpower. I put my hand on my face like this, and it's a wrap. I'm gone. Last match of the night. We're gonna talk about that in a second. Let's go ahead and play a commercial break. We'll be right back. Pay some bills, but because they're our show. Make sure you guys check. We do have other shows here on the network. We have the UPR Unpopular Review Wrestling channel, but we also got Unpopular Review Entertainment. Okay, and we do a lot of things under UPR Entertainment, including if you have not caught up on right now, it's the best time for. Okay, and that is Ghost Book 2, Power Book 2 Ghost. Make sure y'all check out. We'll be right back, y'all.
Previously on husband and wife review show. Previously.
You
know
singing these hoes. Singing these hoes.
That's right. Birthright? The birthright.
I only have one the rightful claim to Asgard.
Stop.
Who is the rightful heir to the throne? Is it Rhaenyra?
Oh, it's definitely Rhaenyra.
So that means that maybe it would be Brashana then. And not
no, you can't do that.
Okay, remind me. I correct the motherfucker. Damn. Shit, take it off my shoulders. Ain't my pillow. Listen. So anyway, Obi comes back. Because Obi dead. Obi gone. Obi's no Kenobi.
That face right there. That's the face.
That's the face he wanted to do when he was on top of her in a different way.
That's no Diddy right there.
What you mean? That's a climax face. He is thinking that she is killing him because he lied about them green cards to Drew Snitch Hill. Then told him about the green cards. I'll protect you. You don't protect us. Fuck are you?
Yeah.
I gave a fuck. David cast the best vows next to Mike Knoxxx ever. Okay? Shit. When Sonny married Carly on General Hospital, we gave a fuck. Make sure you guys come check out the husband and wife review show. We also coming up later today on the program. We got the Superman Adventures of Superman coming up today as well with the Trio of Destiny. Bad guy Jack, Vic Damone Jr., and my girl C the Superior. Also, a lot of things coming up Woodline as well. I want to do, if you guys have not seen this, oh my gosh, I didn't want to watch this show. It's called Super Cell.
Man.
Okay, on Netflix.
Man.
British program. Got my man. What's my man from BMF in there? They got the Bull Push and the new house party in there. I didn't know that he was even British. Okay, like
no, for real. I really did not know he was.
Neither did I. It's like a black version of Heroes. If you ever remember Heroes, it's like Heroes, but it's great. Basically, what happens is like the mother carries the mutant gene. Some person, parent, or family relative had the sickle cell disease, and because of that, it had a mutation that turned into a superpower. It's fucking crazy, yo. Make sure you guys check that out.
It's
and
black
also,
and British as fuck.
It's a dope show. But let's talk about this main event of the evening. And before we talk about the main event, before we talk about the tribal chief, I got some things I got off my chest because there's no Mike Knoxxx show tomorrow, right? We have a pay-per-view, PLE. I'll do it on Sundays. So I gotta get my stuff out my mind while I can think about it. If somebody steals my shit, like my dunk contest relative, I had to make sure I said that for somebody stole my shit. This is the dopest fucking picture. I'm sorry, okay?
That is cold as fuck. It's
That's
cold.
fire. That's fire. Listen, that's hard as shit.
He's not my tribal chief,
no,
but I still fuck with what he did on Friday night. This right here looks like a pair of some red kryptonites. I got a Eufaula. Okay, it was bestowed upon me from my family. Gave it to me. I got ancestry. Okay, family members that are of Samoan heritage. But let's not forget where this little peon came from. Okay, my tribal chief Roman Reigns brought him on the scene. He needs to pay some fuckery. Look how he was dressing before Roman Reigns put him on game. Okay, Roman put him on game. He got on some horrible ass sweatpants. Nothing. He had no swagger. Okay, look, he over there crying in Roman's arms, being a little bitch for Roman. And now you want to call out your tribal chief? Remember this? Look how he got knee brace on. Look at that bloodline. Look how happy wrestling fans, me most importantly, was. Look at my tribal chief. Okay, hair all wet. I'm heterosexual. I got 4 kids. That's a handsome damn man, y'all. It's Roman fucking Reigns. Roman Reigns, my kids call him. Look at this. What a difference just a year makes in wrestling. We had the Usos versus the tribal chief and the predecessor, right? Roman gave him, bestowed upon him. He was the next tribal chief, right? That's what he said. But he goes out there, he makes fun of my tribal chief. How are you gonna mock? Are you mocking me? Are you mocking me? He's mocking my tribal chief. And then we get to last night. There was no other choice. There was no other way to book it. It had to be the bloodline going over because this is not about Cody Rhodes. Somebody said, how do you rate Cody Rhodes' title reign? I don't know. It's a title reign. He won the title. He's being a very good champion. This wasn't a one-on-one match. So it doesn't even really matter that he took the pinfall. This is about the bloodline. And so has the WWE for the past 4 fucking years been about the bloodline. Last night, all hell took place. Go ahead and speak on it, Freckle Sensei.
Man, this felt like Supercell. You have literally have your most powerful top. I'm trying not to make pause-worthy statements because that was
so hard nowadays, right?
That was a struggle. When you say powerful and top, there's only so many things that you can say after that. But
he coming in hard. Pause, right? You can't even say it like that no more.
But the most powerful baby faces right now in one ring, the most powerful, crazy, demented fucking animals of heels on another. This match did not disappoint at all. I loved it. Jacob motherfucking Fatu. Can we talk about Jacob fucking Fatu? This man should not be as athletically gifted and talented as he is. This man should not be doing a goddamn whisper in the wind at his frame, at his weight, at his strength. That's not a goddamn whisper. That's a goddamn holler in the wind.
Have you seen him in MLW? Because he's actually the best member of the bloodline.
He is. I've been watching it like ever since people
whispers into the bloodline. I do not acknowledge that's not my tribal chief, by the way.
Facts. But like I've been ever since the rumors was coming out that he was joining, I was watching like all of his work and I was like, good God. I'm like, we're talking about we talking about Roman, and I was like, no, this motherfucker right here could be your next tribal chief. If they want to do that.
I'm sorry. I'm sorry.
If they want to,
hold on, Freckle. Do you see this shit? Tupac, Biggie. What the fuck was you watching Collision for? Do you not have premium? Subscribe to premium on Peacock. You watch commercials still? Who watches commercials? Collision, bruh.
Collision.
Thank you. That's a shit. Come on in. We keep you posted.
We're not even talking about a game.
Hit the subscribe button and hit the bell notification. So when we talk about this stuff, you know what's
not
going
a game.
On. Go ahead. Go ahead, Freckle. I had to point that out.
Talking about practice.
Shout out to Jacob Fatu, man, because I'm gonna say this first. Applaud him for getting in probably, impeccable physical condition. Because this doesn't look like the same guy from MLW. You know what I mean?
No, it's not. No. He's not.
If you didn't know about MLW, well, put it this way. Maybe it's best you don't know about MLW because you wouldn't think it was the same guy. So I'm gonna give him a big shout out for that. Because he took this shit seriously, as you can see. He got in great physical condition. He is definitely the headline member of that group, man. The other two dudes, man.
He's the Jey Uso.
No, I mean on this side of as they like to call them.
I think he should be the right hand man. Yeah, he's the enforcer. He's what Solo was to Roman, and that's how Solo. He's the enforcer. Yeah.
He's a fucking problem, man. And this to me is kind of like it's this facial inflection. Like he got that swag, man. Just that. I'm a fucking problem out here, man. You know what I mean? The other two dudes, I like the what's the one guy, man, the first one that came out with with Solo.
No, he's help us out, Freckle. That's your namesake.
He's okay. I like him. He's got a ferocity to him that I like a little Tasmanian devil type motherfucker.
Yeah, I love it. Yeah,
I like that. The other dude, like at this point, it's just you just hear it because you're a Samoan and you got family heritage, bro. Because it's like a million. Every time I turn on Twitter, it's another fucking Samoan rumored to be coming to WWE into the Bloodline.
Family that wrestles is like, oh, wait till
Rikishi has another son. That's what they said.
Bro, this Bloodline DVD is gonna feed generations, bro. It's gonna be insane. In another 10 years, when they come out with the Bloodline DVD, if the story ain't still going on in 10 years, it's gonna be fucking crazy.
They all got kids. They all got multiple.
Bro,
got what, 7?
Between Roman and Jacob, shit, that's enough to keep it going. It's enough to keep it going.
And then Jay got what, 1 or 2 kids, don't he?
I think Jake got quite a number of them, man. Him and Roman got a lot of kids. But the fact remains though, man, like they on fire right now, man. And I don't mind the finish to the match. I was cool with it.
Yeah.
I'm Cody. Fuck, I don't care about losing a triple threat. I mean,
it's a triple threat match, right?
a triple tag team match. Who cares? I don't give a fuck about that. I'd rather lose that match than I'll take that L.
I gotta say
to preserve a W down the line. You know what I mean?
When you were here for last month's show, right? Cody went from opening to main eventing, but it wasn't Cody that main evented it. It was the Bloodline that main evented. That's all I'm gonna say about that.
Mike, we get it. You love the Bloodline. We get it. But
that's not my tribal chief though.
We get it though. We know that. We get it. I mean, it is. Put it this way.
That's my tribal chief.
It's the best thing going today. Period.
And the funny part is that he's not even a real tribal chief. We all know it belongs to The Rock.
Yeah, right. Yeah. That's what
that's the real tribal chief.
How about the people? How about the people that thought that by having Rock and Roman not fight at WrestleMania would ruin the fact that we'd never get the dream match? I think this story makes that match at next year's WrestleMania even bigger. Because now it's a reason. It's something on the line now. Before it was just some shit that dropped out like bird shit. Like, where the fuck is this coming from? It had no meaning. Now, Jesus Christ. The battle for the head of the table. Holy smokes. That's a whole nother 2 years worth of Bloodline stories, bro. Means more now. WrestleMania 41 means more now than Roman Rock last year. Bigger last year. Way bigger.
I think they put that to bed with the behind the curtains documentary they put together on the YouTube channel.
I'm not interested
about that
shit.
You know what? It was actually pretty good, to be honest with you.
Yeah,
but
as
you're saying this is about this right here.
Yes, sir.
Bad blood. We talked about why bad blood of all the pay-per-views to bring back, because it's about the bloodline. That's why there's a bad blood pay-per-view. Everybody assume, it's going to take place and culminate at Survivor Series. It has to start before Survivor Series, which is in November. Now I can go see my daughter. I can hang out with Freckle Sensei. We're going to go to Magic City and have some wings.
So let me ask you a question. So do they take the strap off Cody at some point real quick?
I've said from the beginning, some people think Cody goes from year to year. I think Cody doesn't need the belt from year to year. Yeah, Cody can lose the belt. To me, Solo has to become the new champion for this storyline to be even bigger.
Because now it gives it more teeth. It gives it more teeth. And then not only that, then you have somehow work the final boss in there, set up 41. That's gold. That's gold. Cody proved to you that he's useful and can be interesting without the title. Cody went his whole entire career in WWE this last run without holding a singles title. The title doesn't make Cody Rhodes. Cody Rhodes is Cody Rhodes, bro. Doesn't matter.
In a cell for that match, Grand Body P. Make sure you're checking out Repping for your hip hop show here in the UK. Reason why I got a billboard in the UK is because of that man right there, Phil. I got billboards with the BDSR network on it because of that man right here, real hop hip hop. You know, because frankly,
shout out to him, big shit.
They just not like us. But let's go ahead and get ready to get up out of here. Let's give our final grades on this match. At the match on the night. I'm just gonna say, he said it earlier. I give it a 5 out of fair Charlotte Flair titles. I think from pillar to post, despite I wanted Jay to win, despite I wanted Naomi to win, despite I was torn between my guy Sami and who I think's the future Bron Breakker winning. It doesn't matter. The storyline was there, the match was there, even despite Damian Priest trying to fuck it up, okay, and not kicking out like he was supposed to. Guess what? The show must go on for me. 5 out of 5. I loved it, absolutely loved it. I'm gonna start with you this time, Coach Phil.
I'm gonna agree with you. I go 5 out of 5. If not 5 out of 5, 4.5 out of 5. Still great. Great pay-per-view. I thought it was a great pay-per-view. I thought leaving a pay-per-view, I think you close doors, but also open new doors without having to tell the people that you opening new doors. And I thought it did that. And I think going into Raw, you'll have Raw and SmackDown. You got a lot of meat on the table to open new rivalries and things of that nature, push other storylines on. And I think this pay-per-view did that. So 4.5, I'll say 4.5, which is still great. I thought it was a great pay-per-view.
And I am Groot. I can see that. And I get that, and maybe that's where they're putting a big emphasis on the Eufaula, and that is the intelligent wrestling way to think.
That's a good point.
Absolutely.
I never thought about that. That's a good point.
Actually, I thought about it, but I just think for the dumb wrestling fans, the title means more to them than the Eufaula. And here's another thing. The Eufaula was placed upon Solo without it being, I think George or Jeffrey said this on a SmackDown show about a week ago, or one of the shows. They listen to every one of our shows, so I appreciate them for being who they are. He's not the rightful tribal chief because it wasn't bestowed upon him by an elder. The Eufaula is supposed to be bestowed upon you by an elder in their culture. So
they'll unravel that. They'll if they want to do it that way, they'll unravel that. And you know what I mean? That'll be part of the story in terms of why
you're a false chief. That's all I'm saying for.
Right. Yeah. Well, let's fight for it. And then there you go. There you go. So there's meat on that bone. There's a lot of meat on that bone right there, man. So
I definitely give it a 5. It was great from the beginning. This is honestly the second best PLE, but outside of WrestleMania. I thoroughly enjoyed it. I always say this: if you leave me with a pay-per-view where it had me questioning every single storyline of what's going to happen next, I have been satisfied. And that's what we got. Literally every match, we have multiple questions, multiple assumptions, multiple where are they going with this? And that's all.
And that's why you want to tune in. That's the beauty of it. Oh man, I'm locked in Monday night. I'm locked in Friday night.
Y'all know why, right?
You said what now?
Y'all just said it for me already, and he submitted down there because hashtag wrestling is storyline.
Listen, I'm a comic guy. I love storyline. If there's a storyline, I'm gonna watch it, whether it's soap operas or what. I'm watching. I love the storyline. I love great writing, bro. I love great writing.
We get to see the question is, can I get you to Vegas? Can I get you and the missus to Vegas next year for WrestleMania to see goodbye to my guy right here, Jonathan Horatio Rodriguez, Tom Brady, Cena? Put me on game right there. SmackDown made the belt kings who we are. Sorry,
I'm gonna tell you why. I'm gonna tell you why it's gonna be a no. Because
can't even go.
No, and they're bro. That part of the year is murderous.
See this guy right here in the bottom left-hand corner, right here. This guy is how you know it was tax time balling, right? So we wait outside all. You see him? We wait out. He got himself in the picture and everything. We wait outside all night, and I'm number 2. But I knew where I wanted to sit and how to sit. If you know tickets, you know how to get where you want to be. I wanted to be front row. I wanted to be in the center. And he would not let me get a seat. So I said to him, yo, where you sitting at? He would say, I had like $50. It's going to sit up top. That's when we still call it the FU Center in Philadelphia. Remember that, Phil? The FU Center was a great name. Mm-hmm. And I said, yo, let me get in front of you and I'll buy your ticket. You can sit with me and my people. And he was like, hell yeah. Because I didn't want to be 2. That's how much I wanted to be. I didn't want nobody to take my, especially also got people calling in, getting tickets online. I wanted outside. I needed that seat. I put him on game, brought him with us. John Cena's retiring. Listen, what could you not get? You got Trish Stratus. You got John Cena. You got the dopest females ladder match in the history of female ladder matches, in this guy's opinion. Okay.
I'm gonna argue with that.
CM Punk, Drew McIntyre, DM Hunk versus CM Punk. CM Punk versus Seth Rollins.
Drew is cooking right now, though, man.
What more?
CM Punk shirt that's tough.
I sure will. Make
That
sure you
dude is
guys
cooking,
check out
man.
the Husband and Wife review show as well on Wednesdays. Coming up today, guys.
What's up, Charlie? What's going on?
In 30 minutes, you'll get the Adventures of Superman with the Trio of Destiny. Tomorrow, are y'all back tomorrow for Raw, or are y'all back to Tuesdays now?
No, we Tuesdays.
So Tuesdays to Raw. So a lot of flip-flopping and the flippity flops this week on the network, but y'all been here for a while. And like always, as Dice would say, and it's the truth, we couldn't do this without you guys. I always say I'm the $1 million host. You're the $1 million audience. And together we tag in and out to form the $1 million connection. I couldn't do none of this shit without you guys. I've been doing this shit for 15 fucking years, over 4,000, close to 4,000 episodes. And I say this with pride because I hate when people go, episode 96, episode 32. If I put every fucking number for every fucking show I did, there isn't enough. So why haven't y'all followed me yet or found out about Mike Knoxxx yet? Shame on you. Hashtag Google me. Because listen, do not wake up tomorrow morning and say to yourself, I love me some me. And don't love God. That's crazy, y'all. We out of here, y'all. Fingers.
I can take this off. I'm hot as a bitch.
Lose it, bite my tongue for no one.